लाडली लाल की जय। श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। यस्य साक्षात् भगवती ज्ञानदीपप्रदे गुरौ मर्त्यासद्धिः श्रुतं तस्य सर्वं कुञ्जरशौचवत्। एष वै भगवान् साक्षात् प्रधान पुरुषेश्वर। योगेश्वरैर्विमृग्याङ्घ्रिर्लोकोऽयं मन्यते नरम्। यमुनादिकटतटस्थित वृन्दावन कानने महारम्ये कल्पद्रुमतलभूमौ चरणं चरणोपरिस्थाप्य तिष्ठन्तं घननीलं स्वतेजसा भासयन्तमिह विश्वम्। पीताम्बरपरिधानं चन्दनकर्पूरलिप्तसर्वाङ्गम् आकर्णपूर्णनेत्रं कुण्डलयुगमण्डितश्रवणम् मन्दस्मितमुखकमलं सकौस्तुभोदारमणिहारं वलयाङ्गुलीयकाद्यनुज्ज्वलयन्तं स्वलङ्कारान् गलविलुलितवनमालं स्वतेजसा पास्तकलिकालम्। गुञ्जारवालिकलितं गुञ्जापुञ्जान्विते शिरसि भुञ्जानं सह गोपैः कुञ्जान्तर्वर्तिनं नमत। मन्दारपुष्पवासित मन्दानिलसेवित परानन्दं मन्दाकिनीयुतपदं नमत महानन्ददं महापुरुषं। सुरभीकृतदिग्वलयं सुरभिशतैरावृतः परितः सुरभीतिक्षपणमः सुरभीमं यादवं नमत। श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। लाडली लाल की जय। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्री राधा रानी की जय। श्री भक्ति धाम की जय। श्री राधा गोविंद धाम की जय। जय जय श्री राधे। जय जय श्री राधे। जय जय श्री राधे। प्रिय सज्जनों, भक्त समुदाय, महानुभाव, dear devotees, of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. अब सावधान हो जाइए, please try to be very attentive and listen very carefully. Today also we are going live on Bhakti TV, which you can see bhaktitv.com. I want to thank Bhakti TV and of course Pandit Satyananda Ji Maharaj from around West Trinidad, through whose courtesy we're able to share this wonderful program with so many all over the world. भारत में भी और पूरे संसार, लेकिन इस समय सबसे ज़्यादा भारत में, और एक छोटा सा द्वीप है वेस्ट इंडीज में, ट्रिनिडाद, ये कोविड वायरस का खतरनाक स्थिति है। तो ये भगवान से एक प्रार्थना करना चाहते हैं, सभी साथ देंगे। Right now, especially in India, all over the world, but especially in India, Bharat Desh, and in the West Indies, a very small island called Trinidad, this COVID-19 virus is creating tremendous havoc, pain, suffering, death. So before I start today's program, I want to say a special prayer, asking Bhagwan Shri Krishna to please bring some healing, some understanding, to bless this country, and if possible, take away this COVID-19 virus as quickly as possible. So we all will join together in special prayer to Bhagwan Shri Krishna, asking him to shower his special grace, of course, in the Bharat Desh, India, and also this little country we'll call Trinidad in West Indies. Let's close our eyes, focus our mind on Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Kasturi tilakam lalat patale vakshasthale kaustubham nasagre varamautikam karatale venuh kare kankanam sarvange harichandanam Sulalitam Kanthe cha muktavali Gopastri pariveshtito Vijayate Gopala Churamani. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Again today we'll begin with bhajan, kirtan from the book Sudha, Sankirtan Sudha, beautiful bhajan from Braj Samadhuri, this bhajan is written by Jagat Gurutam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu. Very briefly, I will go through the meaning, so all who listen and look in also will benefit, as we are here also. Mama Priyatam Sundar Sham Chabikoti Kam Abhiram. My most dearest beloved is Sham Sundar Shri Krishna, the Supreme Lord of the Universe. He is more beautiful than the beauty of uncountable Kamdevs combined. Koti Kam. Dhyau Chavi Sham Lalam Gau Guna Athoyam. That most beloved Lord, most beautiful, divine Shri Krishna, I meditate on His beauty all the time and I sing His glories, His names, etc. Athoyam, 24 hours a day. Nahi chah swargadik dham, nahi chah vaikunth lalam. Fallen in love with Shri Krishna, I want nothing to do, I do not want to go to heavenly regions, swargadik dham, nor even Vaikuntha, the abode of Mahavishnu. Chaha sham prem nishkam, puni chaha seva abhiram. All I want is to love Shri Krishna selflessly, nishkam prem, and also to attain the seva, to be able to serve Shri Radha Krishna forever. Shri Nandanandan Ghansham, Shri Bhanu Nandini Vam. These two are most dearest to me. One is Nandanandan Ghansham, Shri Krishna, the son of Nanda Baba, and who's also called Ghansham, and Radharani, who is a daughter of King Vrishabhanu. Do Leela Lalita Lalam Nitakara Vrindavan Dham. This divine Radha Krishna, supreme power, are always performing divine pastimes in divine Vrindavan. The same Vrindavan we see in India, but in that Vrindavan there's another Vrindavan that we can't see. And Radha Krishna are always there performing divine pastimes, even today, every moment. Ko bhaj shama, ko sham, do roop ek dvainam. Some people have a love, they worship only the form of Shri Krishna. Some worship only Radharani. But we should understand that these are two forms of the same one personality, two names for one supreme Brahman. Radha and Krishna are one and the same. They're just two different names for the same entity. Do Prema Rupa Rasadham. Both of them, both of Radha and Shri Krishna, are the essence of divine love, the form of divine bliss, divine happiness, divine love. Although Bhajanit Kaha Brajvam, and the gopis of Vrindavan, who are the highest saints, tells us that we should worship both Radha and Krishna all the time. Dhani Dhani Shama Dhani Sham. All glories again and again to Shri Krishna and to Radharani. Dhani 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 Brajabam. And all glories to the gopis, the highest devotees, the highest saints of those who love Radha Krishna. Naradji says in Narad Bhakti Sutra, Yatha Gopika Naam. Tino hai Purna Kam, Rasa Barsawat Braj Dham. All three, Radharani, Shri Krishna, and the gopis, they are Purna Kam. They are self-contented. They don't need anything else to make them happy. They are supremely blissful. And they are always showering their grace on all souls in the place called Vrindavan or Braj. Braj means Vrindavan, Barsana, Mathura. All is combined is called Braj. Tribhuvan Mohan hai Kam, Kamahu Mohan hai Sham. In all the three worlds, there are three worlds. Tribhuvan means three worlds. The lower regions, Patal, Puri, etc. This earth and heaven combined. This is called Tribhuvan, Trilok. In all these three worlds, the most beautiful one person is called Kamdev. But Kamahu Mohan hai Sham. Even that Kamdev, he is overwhelmed by the beauty of Shyam Sundar. His beauty cannot stand in front of Shri Krishna. As I told you before, Shri Krishna is more beautiful than the beauty of uncountable Kamdevs. So the whole world is deluded by the beauty of Kamdev, and Kamdev is deluded by the beauty of Shri Krishna. Lekin Shama mohyo so sham, jo braj barsano dham. But even that Shri Krishna, who even is more beautiful than Kamdev and steals the heart of even Kamdev, there's one called Radharani who steals the heart of Shyam Sundar Shri Krishna, that Radharani who lives in Barsana. Her abode is called Barsana. Shama hai Swamini Sham, or Sham hai Das, Sham Sukhadham. Radharani is the supreme governess of even Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna is the servant of Radharani. Shri Krishna, who is the abode of divine bliss, divine happiness, he is a servant. He serves Radharani. Seve nita atho yam, saki hai sab brajabam. Shri Krishna, he serves Radharani 24 hours, atho yam. And the gopis of Vrindavan, they bear witness to this. Mai to biki gai binu dam, jag kah bal khulta bam. I have been sold, I have been bought over without any money. Vinudam. Any price I have been bought over by Shri Krishna. I am sold on him. The whole world calls me useless. Totally useless. They say the worst things about me. But when every mere roma roma rame sham, every pore of my body is chanting Sham, 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 Krishna, Krishna. Jagat so kripalu nahi kam. I do not care what the world think about me. So we'll sing this beautiful bhajan. मम प्रियतम सुंदर श्याम, छवि कोटि काम अभिराम, ध्याऊ छवि श्याम लला, गाऊ गुण आठो याम। मम प्रियतम सुंदर श्याम, छवि कोटि काम अभिराम, ध्याऊ छवि श्याम लला, गाऊ गुण आठो याम। नहीं चाह स्वर्गादिक धाम, नहीं चाह वैकुंठ लला, नहीं चाह स्वर्गादिक धाम, नहीं चाह वैकुंठ लला, चाह श्याम प्रेम निष्काम, पुनि चाह सेवा अभिराम। चाह श्याम प्रेम निष्काम, पुनि चाह सेवा अभिराम। श्री नंद नंदन घनश्याम, श्री भानु नंदनी बाम, श्री नंद नंदन घनश्याम, श्री भानु नंदनी बाम। डोली लाल ललित लला, कोटि काम अभिराम ध्याऊ नित ध्याऊ छवि श्याम लला गाऊं गुण आठोया मम प्रियतम सुंदर श्याम छवि कोटि काम अभिराम गाऊं छवि श्याम लला गाऊं गुण आठोया को भज श्यामा को श्याम को भज श्यामा को श्याम दो रूप एक द्वैनाम को भज श्यामा को श्याम दो रूप एक द्वैनाम दो प्रेम रूप रस धाम दो भज नित कहाँ ब्रजबान दो प्रेम रूप रस धाम दो भज नित कहाँ ब्रजबान धनी धनी श्यामा धनी श्याम धनी 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 ब्रज धनी 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 ब्रजबान धनी धनी श्यामा धनी श्याम धनी 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 ब्रजबान तीनों है पूरन का रस बरसावत ब्रजधाम तीनों है पूरन का रस बरसावत ब्रजधाम हम प्रियतम सुंदर श्याम छवि कोटि काम अभिराम ध्याऊं छवि श्याम लला गाऊं गुण आठोया प्रियतम सुंदर श्याम छवि कोटि काम अभिराम ध्याऊं छवि श्याम लला गाऊं गुण आठोया त्रिभुवन मोहन है कामहु मोहन है श्याम त्रिभुवन मोहन है कामहु मोहन है श्याम श्यामा मोह्यो सोई श्याम जो बस बरसानो धाम श्यामा मोह्यो सो श्याम जो बस बरसानो धाम श्यामा है स्वामिनी श्याम है दास श्याम सुखधाम श्यामा है स्वामिनी श्याम है दास सुखधाम। ओ सेवे नित आठोया, साखी है सब ब्रजमान। सेवे नित आठोया, साखी है सब ब्रजमान। प्रियतम सुंदर श्याम, छवि कोटि काम अभिराम। ध्यावो छवि श्याम लला, गाओ गुण आठोया। मम प्रियतम सुंदर श्याम, छवि कोटि काम अभिराम। गाओ छवि श्याम लला, गाओ गुण आठोया। मैं तो बिकी गई बिनु धाम, मैं तो बिकी गई बिनु दाम। जग कहाँ भल उल्टा मैं तो बिकी गई बिनु धाम। जग कहाँ भल उल्टा। ओ मेरे रोम रोम रमेशा, जग सो कृपालु नहीं का। मेरे रोम रोम रमेशा, जग सो कृपालु नहीं का। ओ मम प्रियतम सुंदर श्याम, छवि कोटि काम अभिराम। ध्याओ छवि श्याम लला, गाओ गुण आठोया। मम प्रियतम सुंदर श्याम, छवि कोटि काम अभिराम। गाओ छवि श्याम लला, गाओ गुण आठोया। बोल राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। एक प्रश्न है, किसी के मन में आते होंगे कि ये जब श्री कृष्ण परम ब्रह्म है, इसके ऊपर कोई नहीं है, तो ये राधा रानी का दास, ये दासता क्यों करते हैं? चाकर क्यों करते हैं? चाकरी। The question may come that when Shri Krishna is supreme power, supreme Brahm, above him there is none according to the Vedas. How come he is servant to Radharani? Why is he saying that he is a servant, that he is serving Radharani? Because Vedas say. The Vedas says Atma Turadhika Tasya. Atma Turadhika Tasya. Ved. Who is Radharani? She is the Atma, the soul of Shri Krishna. In other words, Shri Krishna is the body of Radharani. So just as our body serves us, the soul Atma, I explained last night, since Shri Krishna is the body of Radharani, she is the soul Atma, This is why Shri Krishna serves Radharani. It's not easy to understand. Just briefly. Many reasons, but I just want to give a short thing. We have been listening to the translation of this wonderful Pad. Pad means divine poetry, written by the great saint Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, who is only the fifth Mool Jagat Guru, original Jagat Guru. Before him there were only four: Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, Jagat Guru Nimbarkacharya, Jagat Guru Ramanujacharya, Jagat Guru Madhavacharya. These are Mool. Mool Jagat Guru means original. When someone goes before a body of the greatest spiritual scholars, spiritual minds in India, and there is a Shastrat, discussion of the scripture, and his knowledge is proven to be greater than all those combined of that great body, they bestow upon him the title Jagat Guru. This happened to four entities. After they left, someone just went and sat on their seat and called himself Jagat Guru. Nobody made them Jagat Guru. There's four. And then the title of only the fifth. Not only Jagat Guru Tam. Jagat Guru Tam, all the rest Jagat Guru. He is called Jagat Guru Tam because he is fifth? No. Jagat Guru Tam means, like in English, you have good, better, best. In the same way, Sanskrit, Jagat Guru, then Jagat Guru Tar means better, Jagat Guru Tam means best. That amongst the five, he is the best. The body comprising of 500 of the greatest spiritual scholars, spiritual minds in India at that time, Kashi Vidvat Parishad, pronounced this title, amongst others, Bhakti Yoga Rasa Avatar, Nikhila Darshan Samanvayacharya, etc. So, Jagat Guru Kripalu Mahaprabhu, Jagat Guru Tam, has written many books, I told you, but one of his most important is Prem Ras Madira, which comprise of 1008 pads, divine poetries, 21 divided in 21 madhuris. This contains all the divine pastimes of Radha Krishna, the gopis, the cowhoods, etc., and all the philosophies of all the Vedas, Puranas, Shastras, all the scriptures. So this is one, but this is from Siddhanta Madhuri, and we have been listening to the explanation. We'll sing one line, we'll go on from there. मोहि मन मोह मन भाए मोहि मन मोह मोहि को कर जप को तप को व्रत को विपिन समाधि लगाए विपिन समाधि लगाए एक तत्वज्ञ जो श्री कृष्ण को पाया कह रहे हैं कि जो पूरे विश्व को मोहित करते हैं, कामदेव को भी मोहित करते हैं, ये श्री कृष्ण ने हमारे चित्त मन को चुरा लिया. One who has attained Shri Krishna, the divine bliss, divine love of Shri Krishna, a true saint is saying that one who enchants the entire universe, as we just heard in the bhajan, he enchants even Kamdev, who enchants the three worlds. Shri Krishna enchants him, the enchanter of the entire universe. Not only three worlds, but entire universe, all forms of God, goddesses. He has stolen my heart. Now Shri Krishna steals the heart, but how does he steal the heart? He doesn't steal the heart of everyone. As I told you, we have seen Shri Krishna. Whenever Shri Krishna has descended in the age of Dwapar Yuga, we, meaning the individual soul, Jivatma, we were always there. We are also beginningless. God is not senior to us. Gyagyav dva vaja vishanisha vaja yeka bhokti bhogyat yukta anantaschatma Vishwarupo hyakarta tayam yada vindate brahma me tat. Shvetashvatara Upanishad chapter 1 verse 9. The Vedas say both God, Supreme Power Shri Krishna, and the Jivatma, the individual soul, are unborn. Aj means unborn, eternal, beginningless. Ever since God have existed, we, the individual soul, have existed also. So we were there, we saw. But as I told you, Jaki rahi bhavana jaisi, Prabhu Murat dekhi tin taisi. How we are on the inside, when we meet divine entities like God and the saints, we see them exactly like how we are. It gets reflected. And that's why we never benefited. In other words, if we were to see God with our material eyes, we will see Him as a material being with all the defects and shortcomings just like us. To see divine body of God, we have to have divine eyes. And how do we get divine eyes? How do we become deserving that He will steal our heart? So many things I mentioned. Some people do jap. They do the name of Bhagwan on bead. They take mala, garland with beads, mostly 108. Some rudraksh, some tulsi, etc. And they take a mantra or name and they keep going around. It's called jap or jap. That doesn't help us to that see Krishna is going to steal our heart, attain that divine bliss, divine vision. Some do tapasya, austerities. That doesn't help also. Been in detail before. Some fasted, brat. Some go in some deep cave, etc. in the forest and try to seclude themselves from the world and go in samadhi. That doesn't help. Some people go on Tirath, pilgrimage. Koi Tirath jate, koi charo dham. Some goes in the four dham, there are four dham. Badrikashram, Dwarika, Puri, Rameshwaram. There are many places of pilgrimage, Vrindavan, Ayodhya, Varanasi, etc. People do all this. They don't get closer to God. Sometimes get even further away from God. It brings abhiman, pride. Because how to go to this place and what to do, nobody teaches them the correct way. The one who is taken is blind. Blind leading the blind. He himself does not know how you should visit these places. Divine abode and God are one and the same. धाम और धामी में भेद नहीं है. There's no difference between God and the place that He resides. Vrindavan. In other words, there's no difference between Vrindavan and Shri Krishna, Barsana and Radharani. How many people go to Vrindavan, to Barsana, to Ayodhya, etc.? Do they have that feeling that when they're in Vrindavan, this is Shri Krishna himself, that every every particle here is filled with infinite divine bliss? No, we just see it like a worldly place. And people even complain and how bad it is and how nasty and how dirty. Because no one has taught to put this into them, that there's no difference, that when you go to Vrindavan, how you're supposed to go. If you don't go in the right way, you do it the wrong way. Instead of getting benefit, you can get the greatest benefit, you can get the greatest harm also. You commit nama prad, unpardonable sin. So some do that. Some think that they will die in Kashi, they will attain moksha. No. I went in detail about that also too. Ko pat gerua, ko keshariya, rang anek rangaire. People wear different clothes to show that they are very spiritual. It's all show. Some wear reddish color, some orange color, keshar, some pink, some white, some blue, some black, different colors. Lakhi suvesh jagavanchak jeu, vesha pratap puji ahiteu. Clothes have nothing to do with the inner mind, the condition of what we are on the inside. Someone can be the biggest crook, the biggest bandit, and hiding from the law, he's wearing sannyas clothes of a garment so that he'll escape from the law. And we people in the world, Tulsidas Ji says, we look at the outward dress and the outward behavior and we judge. And that's why instead of saints, we end up worshipping fake imposters. Tulsidas Ji says. Some people put different marks on the forehead, etc. I went in detail that all of this doesn't work. The only thing works is bhakti. I went in detail about bhakti last night. That in the scriptures, so many different bhaktis are described, and people also make up their own also. But most famous is Navdha Bhakti, ninefold devotion. I described in detail last night. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Arshanam, Bandhanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. 9. Out of those, 3 are most important. Shukdev Paramhans says to Parikshit, these 3 are most important. Tasma Sarveshu, Tasma Sarvatmana Arajan, Haris Sarvatra Sarvada, Shrotavya Kirtavya Smartavyo Bhagavan Inam. 2nd Canto, 2nd chapter, 26 verse, Bhagavad Mahapurana. 36 verse, sorry. Shukadev Ji says these 3, Shrotavya, listening to the divine philosophy given by a divine saint, authority. Otherwise, you listen to someone in the world, you'll get more confused. Jnaninaha, one who has attained the divine knowledge of God. God realized. Shrotya Brahmanishta Mahapurush. Shrotavya Shravan. Kirtanam, chanting the divine names, qualities, pastimes, etc. of God. And smaranam, meditated, lovingly remember and meditating on the form, virtues, etc. of Bhagavan. These three. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. Even in those three, one is most important. Smaran Bhakti, Manera Smaran Pran. Smaran, meditating on the form of God. As Kripalu Mahaprabhu puts it, Roop Dhyan. Roop means form of God, form of a saint who is God personified. Dhyan means meditation. Meditating on the form of God and the form of a saint. This is the life of all bhakti. In other words, as I told you, we can do millions of bhakti, but if there is no smaran, there's no roop, dhyan, it's like a dead body without life. Useless. And we can do only roop dhyan. We have attained everything. We can do any kind of bhakti we want. But we have to get the benefit, we have to add roop dhyan. Most important. So we have to do bhakti, especially roop dhyan. Bhakti मन से होती है. मन सबसे प्रमुख है मन. We do bhakti with the mind, not the physical sense organ. These are helpers. But most important is the mind. Why? Because the one that is performing the work, जो कार्य करते हैं, वो मन है. The worker, the one is performing the work, that which God is noting is the mind. The Vedas tell us, Man eva manushyanam karnam bandha mokshayoho. Brahma Bindu Upanishad, second mantra. The Vedas say, Man, mind, ev, alone. Ev means alone. Man eva manushyanam, human beings. Karanam is the cause. Bandhan, bondage, moksha, liberation. The mind alone is the cause of bondage as well as liberation. In other words, the mind is the performer of the action. The reason why we don't benefit, we do lots of things spiritually. We go to mandir, we do puja, we do havan, we do shivling abhishek, bathe in the shivling. We do so much thing, go to place of pilgrimage, we do jap, tapasya, everything, but physically only. And that's why we don't benefit. Where the mind is, nobody pays attention. When we pray to God, if our mind is focused on God, then we are praying to God. But if our mind is focused on the world and we are just saying words with the lip, then that's not bhakti. We are praying to the world. It's physical drill. Mind has to be absorbed. Most important. Because firstly, mind is the performer of the action. Secondly, why we are doing all this spiritual action? जितने आध्यात्मिक कार्य हम करते हैं, क्यों करते हैं? Why are we doing all of this? To make the heart, to free ourselves from sin path. Uncountable sins we have committed in uncountable lifetimes. And are committing in this lifetime also, every moment. Galat sochte hai, we think wrong things. We will not do, somebody says, I didn't kill anybody. I didn't curse anyone. I didn't steal. I didn't beat up anybody. And I see lots of people doing that. You didn't do it physically. That's okay. But did you think in the mind? Yes. You see somebody, you hate that person so much. You wish they will go and a car will smash them to pieces. And when they come in front of you, Sitaram, Sitaram, Radhe, Radhe. Oh, so long I haven't seen you. Come have a seat. In the mind you're thinking, I wish you would go and die. And from the mouth sweeter words than honey. Which one is God noting? The one from the lips or the thought in the heart? The thought in the heart. And that's why we don't know, we don't feel I am a sinner, I'm the most fallen, because we think I didn't do it physically. Nobody has taught us that the mind is what God knows. And the sin that we want to free ourselves from, where is it stored? In the hand, in the feet, in the mouth, in the eye? It's stored in the mind. All the sin is stored in the mind. So we have to cleanse the mind. Usko dhona hai, man. We can take all the bath with the body. One night I spoke about taking bath in Ganga. Physically. But the mind never touched Ganga. All the sin is there still. Because the mind never touched the Ganga. So it is the mind. This is why Sri Ram says in the Ramayana to Sugriv, Nirmal man jan so mohi pava, mohi kapat chal chidna bhava. Only those who in pure heart, pure mind. Pure heart, pure minds mean no greed, no anger, no jealousy, no hatred, no lust, no maya. Maya ka vikar hai nahi. None of the defects of Maya is pure, clean. Only such a soul can see me, know me, attain me, God says. His own mouth he said to the residents of Ayodhya. To Sugriv, sorry. I cannot tolerate deception, deceit, fraud. Again in Ramayana Tulsidas he says, Man krama vachana chari chaturai, bhajat hi kripa karat raghurai. The moment we give up all tricks and tactics, deceitfulness, God will shower His grace upon us. All this chaturai, we think we are so cunning, we can fool nobody can fool me, I can fool everybody. I am so wise. We can fool Bhagavan too. We think. So man ko shuddha karna. The Bible also says, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. God wants pure heart, pure mind. So how are we going to make the heart, the mind pure? Is there a way? Hey. Bhagavan Krishna says to Uddhav in Bhagavad Mahapuran, this question is asked by Uddhav Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran. Uddhav is questioning Shri Krishna is given answer. Just like Arjun is questioning Shri Krishna is given answer. That is Bhagavad Gita from Mahabharata. So in the same way, Uddhav in Bhagavad Mahapuran is questioning Shri Krishna. And Shri Krishna is given answer. Shri Krishna says to Uddhav, Yatha ninahe mamalam jahati dhmatam punah swam bhajate charupam atma cha karma anushayam vidhuya mad bhakti yogena bhajatyatho mam. 11 Canto, 14th chapter, 25th verse. Bhagavad Mahapuran. Gold, when it gets dirty, and in its original form also is filled with impurities, with dust. How do you purify the gold? इसको शुद्ध कैसे करते हैं? सोना. Hem in Sanskrit. You heat it in fire. Agni mein tapate hai. So Shri Krishna says, Uddhav, just as gold, when heated in fire, becomes purified of its dirt, impurities, glows and attains this pure form. In the same way, only when we shed tears, आंसू बहाते हैं, when we shed tears of selfless love for Shri Krishna, is the heart, the mind purified. ये है दवा. This is the medicine. Only medicine for making the heart, the mind pure of uncountable lifetimes of wickedness, sin, and impurity stored in there. Again, Shri Krishna says to Uddhav, Yatha yathatma parimijyate sau mat punya gatha shravana bhidhanai tatha tatha pashyati vastu sukshmam chakshuryathaiva jana samprayuktam. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11 Canto, 14 chapter, 26 verse. The one before is 25th verse. Immediately after 26th verse, he's saying also. He says, just as when the eye is diseased, जो आँख में कुछ रोग होते हैं, the eye is diseased, cataract, so many kind of disease that you can't see. It blinds you. So nowadays we have all kinds of medicine, cream, drops, laser, so many kinds of medicine. In ancient times also people had disease in the eye, same disease. But they didn't have laser and all these drops and cream we have today. They didn't. But they had something even better. There was an Ayurvedic medicine called Anjan. Not Kajal, Anjan. This doesn't exist anymore here in this earth. An Ayurvedic medicine, any disease in the eye, and you apply it, slowly, slowly it destroys the disease and you're able to see things clearly again. Shri Krishna says, Uddhav, just as when Anjan is applied to the diseased eyes, and it slowly, slowly destroys the disease, and slowly, slowly you see things, you start seeing until you see clearly again. In the same way, while listening to the divine glories of the Lord, chanting His divine names, etc., we shed tears. We shed tears of selfless love. Is the heart, the mind purified? Without shedding tears, no bhakti. Bhakti hai nahi. Tulsidas ji got very angry with people who only worship God physically, mechanically. Puja, Havan, walk in, go to place of pilgrimage and just walk in. Physical exercise, physical drill, doing jump on mala, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, etc. Physically, without any feeling. So Tulsidas ji, he got very angry. He said, He fatahu putahu nayan, aur jarahu sotan kehi kaam, dravahi shravahi pulkahi nahi, tulasi sumirat ram. Someone is worshipping God. You doing puja, etc. You're worshipping God. And the dravai means melt. Pigalna. The heart doesn't melt with love. He partahu. That heart should be ripped apart. Shravahi. Tears doesn't flow from the eyes. Futahu nayan. Those eyes should be busted, they're useless. Pulakai. The pause and the body doesn't raise on ends. Goosebump. With the joy. The bliss. Jarahu sutana kehi kaam. That body should be burnt to ashes. Tulsidas ji seems to be very angry. Some people say, I don't listen to Ramayana. I only listen to Bhagavad Mahapuran. Okay. Vedavyas also says, Tadashmasaram hridayam batedam yadgrihyamane harinam navikriyetat yada vikaro netre jalam gataruheshu harshah. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 2nd Canto, 3rd chapter, 24th verse. Bhagavad says, someone is singing God's name, doing jap, etc. Chant in the name. Maha mantra, anything you're chanting, Radhe Radhe. And pause and the body doesn't raise on ends, the heart doesn't become filled with joy, and tears doesn't flow from the eyes like a stream, like a river. To tadashmasaram hridayam batedam, that heart is steel. It's harder than steel. जब तक हम ये नहीं करते तो भक्ति है ही नहीं. Until tears doesn't flow from, I'm not acting. अपने आप, by itself it starts flowing. Tears flowing from the eyes, pause in the body races and ends, goosebump. Some even higher stage, shivering, etc. The main thing, आंसू. ये भक्ति में सबसे प्रमुख है आंसू बहाना. तब हम भक्ति कर रहे हैं. So the most important thing in bhakti, we have to shed tears. Then we are doing bhakti. Is it just physical drill? Acting, dikhawa, show. And show with Bhagwan doesn't work, bhaiya. That's naam aprad. Everybody has to see that I am a great devotee. And we boast. Hey, do you do jap? No. Do you do Hare Ram jap? Do you do Maha Mantra jap? Do you do Nam Namah Shivaya jap? Do you do jap? No, I don't. I do so many jap every day. I go mandir every day. I feed beggars. I have been to Govardhan. I do parikrama around Govardhan. All the boasting. This only brings more pride. Ego increases, and wanting God cannot tolerate. I give you the katha at night of Hanumanji and Shri Krishna, Satyabhama, Sudarshan Chakra, and Garud. Bhagwan does not like wanting, he cannot tolerate ego. Such great entities, and he had to destroy the ego to show us that he does not tolerate ego. The only thing that prevents us from shedding tears for God, wanting, ego, pride. It's easy to shed tears in the world. People shed tears for no reason at all. There's a funeral and somebody's husband has died and this lady is crying and somebody is visiting the funeral and she starts crying too. You ask her, hey, why are you crying? Somebody close to you? No. Then why are you crying? The lady crying, I'm helping her. You tell somebody something, little thing, they start crying. What gets hurt? Ego. Oh, I feel it so much. Oh, it's a pain in me. You hurt me. Nobody hurt you. Your ego gets hurt. The more you feel when people say things, is the more ego you have. Get rid of it. This is destroying you. You develop hatred, anger, all kind of things. The most dangerous thing is ego. So how do we get rid of it? So Gaurang Mahaprabhu told us. Gaurang Mahaprabhu descension of Sri Radha Krishna, few hundred years ago. He came back, same Gaurang Mahaprabhu, came back recently as Kripalu Mahaprabhu, Jagat Gurutam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu. Before he descended as Gaurang Mahaprabhu, he only wrote 8 Sanskrit verses. Kripaluji has written many books. Gaurang, when he came as Gaurang Mahaprabhu, he only wrote 8 Sanskrit verses. It's called Shikshastak. The very first one, the very first verse, he says, Trinadapi sunechena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. If you want to be a spiritual person, not a religious person, there's religious and there's spiritual. Religious means you go to mandir every day, light a diya every day. Every day and you boast about it. That's another word, show. I go to mandir every day. I pray to God every day. Begging Him to help me in the world, to get a good job, to take care of my family. That's religious. Spiritual means to love God, to have a relation with Bhagavan. Love Him. So one who wants to be truly spiritual, to enter that path of spirituality, there is a condition Gaurang Mahaprabhu has laid out. That these conditions have to be fulfilled, then you will benefit. Or else you'll be doing everything and you will get nothing. Instead of gaining, you will be losing. Hani. Number 1, Trinadapi Suni Chena. One has to become humbler than a blade of grass. Humbler than a blade of grass. How humble is a blade of grass? We all walk on grass, we trample. Lawn grass, all kind of grass. Doop grass, lawn grass. When you walk on the grass, what does the grass do? Jhuk jate, it bends. And then when you go away, it stands again. And the grass never complains. Are you blind? Can't you see where you are going? Did you ever see a grass say that? No. We complain for everything. Always complaining about this one and about that one, how bad she is and how bad he is and how are you? I am great. Jayu. You're great. Ananda Maya. You see, we can't see how bad we are. We can see how bad everybody else is. It's the nature of souls under Maya. They can see how bad everybody else is, but they can't see how bad themselves. This question was posed to Kag Basundaji by Guruji about the diseases of the mind. Kag Basundaji told many. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, selfishness, delusion. 3 big ones, he said. Kam baat kapalobha apara, krodha pitta nit chhati jara, priti karahi jau teen hu bhai, upajai sanyapat dukhdai. 3 big ones are told here. Kam, krodha, lobh, lust, greed, anger. Many he told. Then he says, Manas rog kachukh mai gaye, hai sabke lakhi biralan hi paaye. Hey Guruji, I told you many diseases of the mind, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, selfishness, delusion. I told you many. I've only told you a few. There are many, many. Many. और है सबके. As long as we are under the control of Maya, as long as we have not attained God realization, everyone has all the faults of Maya. है सबके. लेकिन but Lakhi Biralan hi paye. It is extremely difficult for one to see, for the worldly soul to see. What prevents us from seeing how bad we are? Abhiman, ego, pride. The pride, our ego does not allow us to see how bad we are. And the more great we think I am, the more ego. People boast how good they are. Many times I go to Mandir, I go somewhere, people run to me, oh, it's a spiritual man. Swamiji, Swamiji, I am a good lady. I am a good man. They have to make this thing that they have to announce to the world. In other words, I am a saint. Everybody is bad, I am great. Saying you're great doesn't mean anything, bhaiya. The truly great person, the one who's really great and good, who's truly good, is saint. You know what he said? Mo samkawana kutil khal kami. This is a saint. He has attained God realization. He is truly good. He no longer has Maya. He is saying, hey Shri Krishna, there is no one as wicked, evil, bent, bad as me. And we who are no good, there is no one as good as me. Ego. We have to get rid of that ego. And how do we get rid of the ego? By realizing that we are committing sin every moment. As I told you, the performer of the action is the mind. Every moment we are thinking wrong thoughts. If we are thinking God favorably about God or a saint, then only we are thinking good thoughts. The definition of pap and punya, Shri Krishna gives in the scripture. We think we know what pap and punya is. Pap means sin, punya means good action, dharma. So we think we know. And that's why we challenge and we want to destroy people, and because we think we know better and we know what good and bad is. Buddha Sri Krishna says, Man nimitam kitam papam mad dharma cha kalpate mamana hitta dharmopi papam syan mat prabhavataha. Padma Purana. This is God's definition of pap and punya. Shri Krishna says, Man nimit, mama nimitta kritam papam. If you do pap, a sin, tell lie, sin. But you do it for me, for Shri Krishna, mad dharma cha kalpate. Shri Krishna says that's a dharma, a righteous action. Or mamana hitta dharmopi. You do the greatest dharma, righteous action. What you consider to be dharma, righteous action. But you don't do it for Shri Krishna. Mamana hitta dharmopi. Not for me, not for Shri Krishna. That is a pap, a sin. Don't argue with me. Argue with Veda Vyas, argue with Shri Krishna. This is his definition. How much time in 24 hours in a day are we thinking favorably, loving about God in the saint who's God personified? Very little, sometimes zero. This proves that we are storehouse of sins. More sinful, but very few like to think that. It's very hard for us. As I said, people say in the world, I didn't beat up anyone, I didn't steal, I didn't kill anybody, I didn't curse, I didn't lie, and I see people doing it. We didn't do it physically. But in the mind, we're doing everything wrong. Killing people in our mind. And that is what Bhagwan knows. So if we realize the definition of sin, then we will, and we think deeply in our heart, we'll realize that I am more sinful. Then we can feel, Are dekho, what is wrong? Shri Krishna is called Patit Pavan. Radha Rani is called Patit Pavan, the one who loves sinners. So it's nice to realize you're a sinner. All we have to do is realize it. Why? Why do Shri Krishna, Radha Rani love sinner? Because that will make, when we realize I'm the most sinful, we'll become humble. And Radha Rani, Shri Krishna loves humility. They are called Dina Bandhu. Dina Bandhu means friend of the humble, friend of the fallen. Dinanath, Lord of the fallen, Lord of the humble. They love humility. God loves humility. God resisted the proud but give it unto the humble. The Bible so says. Every scripture tells us He loves humility. Don't ever approach God with pride, with ego. So our ego prevents us from seeing how bad we are. We have to think, realize that I am under Maya. I get angry. Some people say, oh, I don't have greed, I don't have jealousy. I don't covet other people's property, etc. I don't show off. I just get a little angry. Are bhaiya, if one is there, all is there. All. But as I said, our ego will not allow us to see. Somebody go in private in their bedroom and ask themselves, do I have pride? Am I proud? No. Do I have lust? No. Who gives the answer? The ego, which is governed by self-pride. The intellect, which is governed by ego, self-pride. It will not go against itself. Guru is the only personality brave enough to tell everybody. Even your own parents wouldn't tell you the truth. Only person brave enough to say this is Guru. Because he's not looking for friends. He's looking to uplift you. It's not easy to hear. To hear bad. Guru scolds. He will show us our faults, how bad we are. And we'll get angry. In front of everybody, he told me I'm foolish, I'm this. Oh, he could call me in the room by myself and beat me. He's my guru, but not in front of everybody. See? Because of our ego. We care so much to have a good name in front of everyone. That we should have good name. What is good name going to give you, bhaiya? It will take you to Golok. Huh? So this is how humility will come. When we realize I am worse than everyone, then when people do and say things that wouldn't bother you, then you don't get angry anymore. You see, that's why humility is so important, because when we get angry, we destroy all our bhakti, we destroy everything. Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammoha smriti vibrama, smriti banshat buddhinasho, buddhinashat pranashyati. From anger comes delusion, from delusion loss of memory. When we lose our memory, we lose our power to discriminate, and everything is destroyed. Chapter 2, verse 63, Gita. And the only way we cannot get angry, not by attending anger management class, by becoming humble, by realizing that I am the worst of the worst. That will also bring tolerance. That when I feel deep inside that I am worse, that I am no better than anyone, I might be worse, it becomes easy to forgive and forget. You can tolerate. My Guru Kripalu Mahaprabhu used to say, Sahan ki Shakti बढ़ाओ. जितना आप सहन शक्ति बढ़ाएंगे, इतना भक्ति अपने आप आ जाएगी. He used to tell us all the time, increase the power to tolerate, sahan shakti, tolerate. The more you can tolerate, the more bhakti will come. Because you can't tolerate and you will get angry and you lose everything. And day and night it's been preached and it just can't go into our head. Amanina manadena, the absence of desire for name and fame. You can have the best quality in the world. Even if you have, you should still think I am the worst to prevent ego, pride, which is the enemy in bhakti. When you give, don't have the pride I am given. You can give everything and still feel I have given nothing. Not everybody has to stand up and announce your name. There's a long list. No, this one give $20, this one give $5, this one. If you don't announce, no more money for you. When thou givest alms, let not the left hand over the right hand have given, that thy alms may be in secret. True charity, the best one is the one given in secret, so that abhiman, ego doesn't come. We can't give. We're given the property that belongs to Bhagavan. Amanina, manadena, and give respect to all. See the beloved Radha Krishna sitting in the heart of all living beings. Don't see high and low. He is high, so I'm going to give respect to him. He is low, I'll give him a kick. No. Give respect to all. This we have to practice. Don't just say, a lot of people know these things by heart, they know it by from memory, they can quote all the verses. What's the use that you say all these things and you don't practice it? Practical root mein lao. Then the tears will come. When we feel that I am so sinful that I cannot, instead of thinking about Radha Krishna all the time, about the saint all the time, I'm thinking about worldly people and worldly things. Tears will come. That I don't have interest in chanting the name, instead I want to sing worldly things. My mind keeps going in worldly things. Proof that my mind is so dirty. The condition of the mind. If the mind is pure, if there's purity, you naturally want to hear about God, about the saint, only divine things, spiritual things. And more dirty the mind is, the more you have no inclination. You only want to hear worldly things and gossip. And how bad this one is and how bad that. Oh, it's sweet, sweet, sweet. Some devotee used to say, kusang. Yeah, kusang is the essence of life. But a little kusang, is a spice. Because the mind, it finds so much joy. It doesn't find, I told you, gram katha, ram katha. Gram katha means gossiping. Talking about people and what did people's, finding faults, etc. How this one is so bad and that one. One who has interest in that, mind is very dirty. And one only wants to hear about God, about the saint, about divine philosophy. It means there's purity in the heart. That's the proof. So shedding tears, this is the most important thing in bhakti, because that is the thing which is going to cleanse the heart, the mind, uncountable lifetimes of sins. But you don't take it. You have a dirty piece of cloth. To clean it, you need clean water, pure water. So you wash it in the clean water, some dirt has come out. And then you take it and dip it in a bucket of dirty water. What happens? It got more dirty. So we shed 2 tears for Bhagavan, for Radha, Krishna, for the saint, and then we go and shed 20 for the world. What did you do? You work very hard for $20 and you spend $200. You go backwards. The heart becomes more dirty. Even if you shed 1 tear, protect it. Don't ever shed tears for the material world. These tears are very valuable. They have to be shed only for Radha Krishna. for God, for the saint. You know, there's something called a housefly. Makhi. This makhi, this housefly is so dirty, it will sit in the dirtiest place, in the filthiest place. And it will sit in the best place too. In the prasad, in the head of Bhagwan, of the saint. So some of us, our heart is so, we can cry for anything. Cry, come bhajan is going on in Mandir, we cry such some tears there too. We hear about Guru, about Bhagwan, we shed some tears. Something happened in the world, to family, to somebody, you shed some tears there too. You are the makhi, housefly. The mind is like the housefly. And there's another one called madhumakhi. Madhumakhi, this is the honeybee. It sits only in the sweet place, the sweet smelling flower. It will never sit in the dirty place. Our mind has to become like the madhumakhi. Only shedding tears for Radha Krishna, for the saint. The pure water to wash the dirty rag of our mind, Hari Guru. When we shed tears for God and the saint, we purify the heart, the mind. When we shed tears for the world, we make the heart, the mind more dirty. There's more than this. We will hear the rest of it tomorrow night. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Bole Shri Radha Rani ki jai. Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai. Shri Bhakti Dham ki jai. Shri Radha Govind Dham ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.